your attention, please. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Welcome.
Shut up and sit down.
Well, hello, everybody. It is Sunday morning. This is Andy Smith. I am your host with the most 34, soon to be 35-year comic book veteran. And I thought it'd be fun to go through some comic books again. Haven't done that in a while. Got a spattering, whatever you want to call it, of books we'll look through before I get busy on my day watching a little football. I got gifts to wrap for Christmas. I hope everybody has their shopping done. And there you have it. So let's get to it. I'm going to switch my camera around. I'm actually using my normal camera that I use for live streaming when you most of the time, but it's a better quality camera for this one. So let's get started with some funny books. Oh, look how clear that is. All right, guys. First off, out of the gate, we've got Peter Parker, Spider-Man. He can do it like a spider can. The reason I like this book, this is drawn by Claudio Castellini. It's not a wraparound cover. Okay. Claudio Castellini is an Italian artist who I think really broke out over here and claimed to fame with a Silver Surfer book written by Ron Mars, drawn by Claudio. It was originally just published in Italy. It was magazine size and then in black and white. So it's really nice. And you're like, well, show us that one. I think I have before. Go back and look through my channel. But I'm showing you this because this is a one-shot issue. Oh, actually, it's not. It's number 77. So it's a fill-in issue he did on Peter Parker's Spider-Man. Mark Farmer did the inks. Claudio usually inks his own stuff. I'm not sure if he let's see if he inked the inside of the books. I don't remember. But Claudio stuff is cool because it's a mix of John Buscema. You can tell he's a big John Buscema fan. You can tell he likes Gil Kane, and you can tell he likes Neil Adams. And I mean, if you're going to be a fan of three artists, there you go. So this was written by Howard Mackey, drawn by Claudio Castellini, inked by Cam Smith, Bud Della Rosa, Harry Candelario, and Ralph Cabrera. So a bunch of inkers on it. And you can tell, like, up the nose shot like Gil Kane, dramatic angles and stuff like Neil Adams. His women, you can see more of the John Buscema influence. But like if you look at these legs, you can see more Gil Kane. I just think this is really fun stuff. He also did a mini series for Marvel called Wolverine: The End, which was basically the last days of, Wolverine. You know what? Let me see. What do I want to do here? I want to show that. I'm just thinking, because the bottom corner. Oh, they rearranged everything here. Here we go. Da, da, da. Yeah, that's fine. What's this one? Oh, definitely not that. Classic bubble. We'll just stick with that. Oh, minimal. Minimal. I like it. Okay. So I love the angles, the perspective. His Spider-Man, it's exaggerated. It's really cool. He's got the big eyes going on. More John Romita in the spacing of the webbing, not the real tight webbing like Todd did. But every panel is just freaking cool. Oh, let me see something here. I'm trying to get it so it's flatter. There we go. Every panel, he's just putting the work into the dramatics and stuff. If you look at these ladies' faces, you can see some John Buscema going on. And he did a great black and white story for Batman as well, with Batman and Superman. I love the way he does wrinkles and clothing. Everything is so cool and stylized. Like, look at these shoes, nice and stylized. And this is, like I consider John Buscema, stylized realism. Is it cartoony? In aspects it is, but overall it's more stylized realism. I kind of wish they gave a breakdown of who inked what, what pages, but they didn't. Like right here, Gil Kane added, so Gil Kane right here. Just love it. He did a 3-issue Conan miniseries for Marvel as well, which is really cool. And he worked on the classic DC versus Marvel with Dan Jurgens. So kind of reminiscent of the famous shot when he first sees Mary Jane. Oh, yeah. So this was a pretty fun story with Mobius, vampire hunter. Love it. That's very nice. Has kind of a John Romita Sr. look to it. He's a guy that if I could get to draw something, whether it be Kor-Drath, First Man, something like that, I would love to. But he's so in demand and just so busy. Very cool. Love this. So nice. Look at that. Back muscles. And I love it's comics, man. When he draws Peter Parker in regular street clothes, he's not built like that. And he doesn't have to be, because it's great comic book stuff. There you go. Another great shot example. The whole Gil Kane figure flying at you upside down. Great Mary Jane right there at the bottom. Really fun. Here we go again. Another great example. Every panel, he's like pushing the foreshortening and stuff. Of course, he worked at CrossGen for a while. Did what was it, like this CrossGen sampler thing? Merry Christmas to you as well, Darren. And hello, Cryptic Catalyst. See, look at that. There's this Peter Parker, not nearly as buffed up as his Spider-Man, but that's okay. To be continued. I wonder who did 78. That's actually a good question. I always thought this was a one-shot. because it seems weird having Claudio come in to do a fill-in issue. This face right here, so nice. Let's see. Very John Buscema. Great lighting here. A guy that I would love to see ink Claudio is Kevin Nolan. I think seeing Kevin Nolan ink him would be fantastic. $2. Darren Wagner says, and thank you. Speaking of fun comics, go sign up for Demifoot. Fund my comic. Go sign up for it, guys. So I just did autofocus. I don't know if it's helping. Let me see something here. Oh yeah, that is out of focus. Let's see. Does any of this help? Make it really bad. Let's say I was like going to the extremes. Hey, that's blurry. Anyhow, so yeah, this is continued. I have no idea who did the story after, because I just bought this issue because of the artwork. Howard Mackey. Oh, John Romita Jr. is back. So there you go. That's who did the story after. Oh, Batman. Daredevil Batman preview. Scott McDaniel. I should pull that out to go through. Love Scott stuff. This was a super fun book. It's not really... Is it a preview? Well, I guess it is. They show some pencils from it and stuff. All right. Oh, man. Ron Garney. Silver Surfer. Gorgeous. Gorgeous stuff. All right. That's one book down. Another one bites the dust. All right, let's see. Here's a fun one. Image Comics came in to help out Jack Kirby, and they did a book called Phantom Force. I believe Image published 2 issues of it. I think it was 4, and then it went someplace else. But the cool thing is, created by Jack the King Kirby, a bunch of the Image guys and other artists each inked pages in it. So like this cover is drawn by Jack and inked by Rob Liefeld. I don't know what happened to the original art. I'm going to assume they sold it all off, with the proceeds of that going to Jack and his family as well. 1993, published by Image. We've got pencils and plot Jack Kirby, inks by Rob Liefeld, Todd McFarlane, Jim Lee, Mark Silvestri, Eric Larson, Scott Williams, Jerry Ordway, and Danny Mickey. In the back of the book, they do go through page by page of who inked what, but it is kind of fun to see if you can figure it out. Tell you what, these 2 dudes right here, I would swear this was more drawn by Keith Giffen. This whole page really gives a big Keith Giffen vibe to it. So that just shows how much of an influence Kirby was on Giffen. When you look at this and you're like, that's not Giffen? This was a fun story, though. And it was great for those guys to jump in. And it is one of those things, like, you look at this art, and yes, it's not Kirby hitting on all cylinders at this stage of his life, but it's still really freaking cool to look at. And this is the only issue I have. I don't even have issue 2. I should probably get it. I've seen 3 and 4, and I don't think Kirby did 3 and 4. I think other people did. Man, I wish I could get this camera back further. Driving me crazy. Let me see if I can. Let's see. Because I hate having to move the book around like I'm doing. It's as far back as I can go. So I think I'll just leave it like this. It'll chop off the top and bottom, but you'll get the idea. This book here was fun. Jack Kirby Plus. It was a black and white book with 130 drawings by Jack the King Kirby, inked by 120 popular artists. And I was honored enough to be able to ink one. I inked the drawing in it, and then Bart Sears inked the drawing, and then Bart and I inked a drawing with, I think, 4 characters, and Bart and I each inked 2. So, Rawhide Kid from 85. Who did that? That's new stuff from 85? It's not reprint stuff? I don't even know. Man, I love Jack Kirby. In fact, the other few comics we're going to look at are older as well. Because, like you, I love my old comics. Ginseng, master of the martial arts. Kind of Bruce Lee there. This page, I believe, and we'll see in the back, there's a couple pages that stand out, and I can tell you who inked them. This one I'm almost positive is Todd McFarlane inks. Some of the coloring is, you know, a little wonky, but overall, still cool. If you're curious what Shang-Chi would look like by Kirby, I don't know if he did covers for Shang-Chi ever or drew him at Marvel, but now you kind of know. Troll. And then, oh, I don't know if Kirby drew it like that or whoever inked it did more to it, because if you look at that face and then this one, these two, a little bit of a difference there. Oh, Bill Mantlo writing Trimp and Severn. Severn is great, born to be a Western guy. So I bet that looks really good. Here's a pinup of Ginseng by Jack Kirby and Eric Larson. God, that's cool. So cool. That's why I wish, you know, oh, and here's a pinup of don't know who, but it's inked by Jim Lee. Tell you what, Kirby's figures were stylized, but he drew some sexy, sexy women in comics. I don't care what anybody says. That is just cool. And I just love the shapes and design work he does on the costume. So here we go. I'm not going to go through every page, but page 1 was Danny Mickey, 2, 3, Eric Larson. Jerry Ordway inked 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Page 7. That one I do want to look at. He inked 7 and 13 because Jerry is usually pretty heavy-handed when he inks people, and not in a bad way. So let's look at page 7 real quick. So Danny Mickey, 2, 3, Eric Larson, 4, 5, 6, 7. So this is Jerry Ordway. Look at that. The Jack the King Kirby style is so strong. You can't even really see Ordway. And then he inked 13 as well. So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Nope, that's not right because that's Todd. So page 11 is Todd. So I'm counting off, I guess. So because that is not Ordway. 12. This is Ordway. Yep, 13 right here. Tell by the wrinkles in the clothing right here, that's Ordway. And like that face. So, fun book. I should try and find number 2. Like I said, don't really care about 3 and 4. Really good copies out of the dollar bin. Just a mild spine roll, minor corner wear. Pages still just off white. Very nice. All right. This is definitely a Spin Rack copy. I have the real copy in nice shape in my box. We'll find out what issue number it is once I go inside and look at the indicia. But I tell you what, John Romita Sr., he's my guy. He's my Spider-Man guy. Yep, Ditko started it, but I like John Romita Sr. stuff better. Hope it's not sacrilegious to anybody. But what I do love is his Captain America. And when he came back and did these 4 or 5 issues, oh, baby. It's good stuff. Stan Lee, John Romita, Artie Simic, letters, no credit for the colorist. This is issue number 138. It happens in Harlem. Captain America and the Falcon. Look at that. I love Big John's pencils. I love his inking, big, bold brushstrokes. The colors on the Falcon's costumes. I will say I do like when he went to the white and red. Look at this stuff. Now, back in my youth, I had no idea who Milt Kniff was. But once I learned who Milt Kniff was and saw that John Romita Sr. was heavily influenced by Milt Kniff, you can see it all over the place. The way he spots his blacks, his brushwork. And this is just gorgeous, gorgeous work. Those big, bold feathering on the Falcon there. I almost said eagle. Love that pose. I mean, he's got the dynamics down. I say, let's see comics like this again. Man. Of course, you got the Spider-Man in there. Osborn. Just love that. Look at that. Oh, quintessential. Love the Spider-Man by him. Look at this. I mean, these eyes are so Milt Kniff. I love the big, luscious eyelashes. The way he does the wrinkles in the clothing. Oh, that face. That face. Come on, guys. Oh, yeah. Look, beautiful. But this upshot is just so freaking nice. You know, I could never afford these pages if they came up for sale. But I tell you what, as much as I like pages, like obviously this one with Cap all over it, if this was in my price range, which my price range is pretty awful, pretty low, it's worth it for that face. But then you get this. Look at that. And, you know, yeah, John Romita had that run on Daredevil. And don't get me wrong, I liked it. But I'll take Cap over Daredevil any day of the week. Just look at, just leading the eye. So you go from down here up to here. So you really get the feel that he's jumping this way because your eye travels up. And then the body comes down, lands you right here. His legs flip up to his head here. And then the angle of his body bring you down to here. And then the arch of his head and his arm take you right off the page. That is page flow, my friends. And just the simplicity of the anatomy. There are days that I wish I could just get that simple. And then, I mean, this almost looks like a photograph that he took and then made a Xerox of it. Look at the gorgeous, wet, shiny street, the way the blacks are spotted on the bridge. I mean, just great, great stuff. Of course, you got the stupid little half pagers here for the ads and back to Cap. What is the Falcon doing? Kirby-esque looking stuff. Oh, man, look at that. Just great big panels. And this, of course, was written plot style. So, you know, John's doing a lot of the lifting with storytelling shots and all that. Just beautiful work. I would love to see something I drew inked in this type of style. Look at that. Look at the simplicity of that face. But it's still just tough, manly looking. And in here, nice shot, them all coming at us. Time to get the lazy eye, sloped face, whatever. This guy must have had a stroke. I have no idea. Half his face is all messed up. Be taller. I don't like being told what to do. The Surprise Year, The Secret Life of Captain America, next. Oh my God. Good morning, Anonymity 2681. So just another great issue. And then I love Gene Colan's cap. Look at this. This is Gene Colan. Great cartooniness stuff here. Just love it, the way he spots the shadows on his back and stuff. Beautiful stuff. Finished high school at home. So fantastic. Back on the spin rack. This, now I'm getting something newer. I picked this up in San Diego some years ago. 4-Gun Conclusion. Get it? Play on awards. Bobby Rubio, story and art. Howard Shum, I believe, did the script. If you're wondering who Bobby Rubio is, he is more into animation. And this is old. So it is a, let's see, Walt Disney traditional feature animator, assistant director on Avatar, The Last Airbender, currently the story artist at Pixar Animation Studios. Now, remember, guys, this is really, I don't even think there's an indicia in here. So I can't even, there's no, oh man, this thing is got to be 15, 20 years old. Hitman Gallery, which we'll go through, Andy Park. But once again, guys, I love cartoony stuff. So much story, it starts on the inside front cover. And I'm going to assume this book was penciled digitally. It has that feel to it. And it's not inked. I don't know if you can tell, but this is from pencils. Whether it's digital pencils or not, I don't know. But you can tell this guy, Bobby, and he's a great follow on Instagram with his posting of art and stuff. So, man, why is, you know what? Hold on, give me a second. This camera's pissing me off. I really want to try and get a better view for you guys. So, bear with me as I struggle through getting, looking, see a reflection of me. Let's see if this gets it better. Yeah, there we go. Because I want to show the whole pages. So this is just a fun book. It's square bound. Probably paid $10 for it back in the day. Paper's pretty nice too. But just great cartooning. Oh, you got this little kid named Madeline. No names, Madeline and Maddie. Bio, daughter of criminal kingpin Victor Metzger. Recently completed her American Girl doll collection with the acquisition of Kaya. Weapon of choice, kills you with kindness. Oh, my daughter used to collect American Girls. Those things aren't cheap, and she doesn't care about them anymore, but we kept them because that's a collectible that could possibly go up in value. So look at this great cartooning. Just fantastic stuff. Highly suggest getting this. This is something, you know, I should actually take a picture of the cover and search, see if this is something that's even on eBay. I don't know where you'd get it, actually. Oh, yeah, look at that. See, I see this and I go, man, I want to see Bobby draw some superhero stuff. Look at the looseness of this gun, but it's just great. Oops. And he draws cars really well. The action and stuff. I love the coloring in it as well. Bobby always has a table in San Diego, so if you're out there, go see him. Look at that. Great cartoony women right there. And in to be continued. I do not know if there was ever another one of these, but I will have to look. See, no real indicia. Special thanks, printed at Kness.com. Oh, here it is, 2014, 11 years ago. So I got this in San Diego 2014, and I said it was about a decade old. So there you go. I was right. This is another reason I bought it. Guys, I love this stuff. I love art of books that show character stuff. Look at that. Furious biker gang. Jabala character designs. Here we go. Just a thing of sketches for the facial expressions of Bronson and Guinness. Kurt Swan did something like this for Superman, and I love it. And I think Jerry Ordway, who is very Kurt Swan inspired, probably looked at it when he was doing Superman. So this is by Robert Valley, Matt Jones. I'm going to flip back. The third one is Brian Callan O'Connell. John Hoffman. This is really cool on the right. That is by Rad Seacrest. And then my pal Andy Park did that. And that looks like he did it on the computer. Andy Park is now one of the big time character designer concept guys at Marvel Studios. After Andy, we got Ronnie Del Carmen. Very nice. And then Michael Yates. We got the bios, and then I guess the back cover. Yep, the back cover's by Shigeto Koyama. So fun stuff, fun story. I'm going to save this, keep it out, so when I'm done, I can see if there was ever a second one. And then, guys, I've looked through this book before with you guys, and I'm doing it again. It's the book that I bought off the spinner rack at 7-Eleven back in 1982. Still in the top 5 of my all-time favorite comics. Got me into comics. Captain America 275. November even. This is kismet. I was born in November. The 5th of November, 5 November. Maybe I'm reading into it too much, but it was meant to be. Mike Zeck, John Beatty. This cover grabbed my eye. I opened it up and I was like, what the hell is going on with that? Great big Captain America coming through a hologram wall or some crap. I don't remember. I just remember loving this when I saw it. I have black and white scans of this entire issue's original art, high res. I think it was from Heritage. Mike the Master Zeck. Just love he leads you around the page. Boom, Cap right here. Framed up nicely with these figures. This guy pulls you around. We focus on Cap. Look at the arch of his body. Oh, look at that. It leads us right to Cap here. Oh, yeah. And Cap is framing up the girl here. The angle of his head leads you right down to the main part of this panel here. Oh, Mike Zeck is the master of leading an eye around the page. So is Joe Kubert, of course. And then the angle here of their shoulders and stuff. Look at this. Ready? Oh, God, right down to here. Oh, my God. He's leading you around the page, leading your eye, and you don't even know it. That's how good he is. These curves and stuff bring you up to here. He's looking at her. He's taller. Look at this angle. Oh, right down to his head here. And then the angle of his head and everything, and where she is here, leads your eye right up to the next page. Good Lord. Beautiful. And no, I won't be doing that for every page. Darren says, I love Mike Zeck's work. Secret Wars in particular was such a big deal for me, as it introduced me to the rest of the Marvel Universe that my local spinner rack couldn't. Secret Wars was great. I loved it. I bought it as a kid, but it was also a letdown because they were pushing the toys so hard. Jim Shooter really wanted Mike to do middle of the road shots and not like tight close-ups and stuff like that. So you never really got to see Mike just cut loose like he did on this Captain America run. So that was kind of a shame. And then you look at his Steve Rogers square jawline, just like how he draws Cap, but look at the body. This is not the same physical body that he's drawing when he's Captain America. You know what? Doesn't bother me a bit. That is freaking cool. It's comic books, you know. That I love it. I think that's great. Got these Nazi bastards in this story, and we cut the Sam the Falcon Wilson. Oh yeah, Darren, I agree. Oh, love this. I never sent away for it. I do have hanging above my desk. Dynamic Forces did a reprint of this poster, bigger, because the original poster is only 11 by 17. I'm looking at mine. It's like 16 by 20. And I don't think Golden recolored it, but it's recolored, computer color. I also have a scan of the original poster somewhere. This is great stuff. Now, I think I talked to John Beatty about this. There's Peter Parker, I believe. John did ink most of this issue. This looks like Joe Rubinstein to me. It doesn't look like John's inks. This looks like Joe Rubinstein. This looks like Joe Rubinstein. This looks like John. This page almost looks a little bit like Brett Breeding. Yes, it is Michael Golden. This is John. This face especially. So maybe not the whole page. That looks like Brett Breeding to me. His inks. And John Beatty, Joe Rubinstein, Brett Breeding, those were all guys' inks I loved growing up. Terry Austin, of course. I don't know if Terry ever inked Mike Zeck. He must have at some point. You got this big gloopy monster. This has got to be a coloring mistake. It's definitely not intentional because the whole panel would be colored differently if they were going for some type of theatrical lighting color. So that's a mistake. It looks like they left out some of the red to make that purple. Oh yeah. So Jack Kirby right there. And Captain America makes his debut. This is funny. This is almost like a little in between. He's not quite as big here as when he's Captain America, but he's a little bit bigger looking to me than normal Steve Rogers. But then here, look how big Cap is. That is freaking awesome. And that right there, another great big splash panel. I mean, just look at that's a 3-panel page. Those panels are huge. The top one takes up half the page. The bottom two take up the lower half. This is 2/3. Oh, so nice. And even this negative white space back here, the colorist made a good decision not doing anything back here. little bit of green on the silhouette of the tree, and it just doesn't bother me at all, you know? And same here, no background. I mean, yeah, in this day and age, you probably have the guy drawing the trees. You'd see the tree line. Let's say this is Central Park, and then probably some buildings. No background. You don't need it. The scene was established on the previous pages, so you don't need it because the scene hasn't changed. And this focuses you all on the figure and not background stuff that's not necessary. This is great. Just holding these two guys up. Cap should be kicking that dude's ass. And then this is where his girlfriend is realizing, wait a second, that voice sounds familiar. Oh, great page turn. It makes you wait just a little bit. And then, he ducks out of the way. They go flying off onto the ground. And that's when Bernie realizes, oh my dear God, Steve Rogers is Captain America. Dun, dun, dun. And she figures it out. Oh man, I was hooked. I subscribed to the book after that, got it in the mail. Man, look at a little bit of Zipatone here for the shadow on the nose. Beautiful work, beautiful. Friendly reminder that Captain America Annual Number 5 by J.M. DeMatteis, Ron Wilson, and Vinnie Coletta is on sale in a matter of days, and I got it, baby. I was freaking hooked. So there you go. Just a few comics to share with you guys, ending it with an all-time favorite. I might make it a yearly thing. It's that time of year where Andy sits down and goes through the book that started it all, made him want to be a comic book artist, Captain America 275. Join me on this day every year. Let's see if I can remember for December 21st next year. I should actually put it on the calendar. You know what? Maybe I'll do that. And then we'll see if when it comes around, I do it. There you go, guys. Fantastic stuff. Hope you enjoyed it. Going through some funny books with you guys. Always a fun time. Let me switch back to my ugly mug. Spin rack you go. Hello. Here I am to save the day. Carolina Panthers playing Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 teams, 7-7. This game could decide the leader. Well, for 1 week, I should say this game will decide the leader of the NFC South. And all I got to say is go Bucks. That's right. My daughter's a Bucks fan, and because of that, I'm rooting for the Bucks, guys. Go Bucks. And of course, guys, Lilineth, Infernal Conflict on Indiegogo. Go get it, guys. Lilineth going back to the abyss after the events of Kor-Drath the Awakening. She goes back to the abyss. Give a little recon report to her queen, and then they reminisce about how Lilineth came to be the badass succubus warrior that she is, in a tale that only Dennis Turner and Andy Smith can tell. She has to take on the demon lord Vixarion. Not this guy. This is one of Vixarion's warriors, Surathal. But she takes on the demon lord Vixarion in a bone-chilling, action-filled adventure. You like Lady Death, you like She the Warrior, you like Conan, you will like this book. We got the first pages up here, 10 pages, lettered, colored for your browsing. Look at this big, great shot of Demon Lord Vixarion right there. Oh, yeah, it's going to get real. Get the retro edition, printed on newsprint, stapled, its own cover that has a distressed look to it, comes with a certificate of authenticity, and it's limited to 100, and there's only 8 left. Let's go get that now. Guys, we still have some calendars left. You order a calendar, it goes in the mail, so you have it for January 1st, unless you live really far away. So go get yourself the Kor-Drath calendar and have 12 glorious months of Kor-Drath and great artwork, fun calendar, a keepsake. Got the catch-up tier, the minifigures. Go check it out, guys. And while we're at it, we do have it on Kickstarter in what late pledges, I guess they call it. So you can go back this as well. Still get yourself that Billy Tucci cover. Billy Tucci, Dan Lawless bringing the heat on this beautiful cover. Flayday says, any idea? Yep, it says on the campaign. Oh, here it is. July 2026. So there you have it, guys. Go check it out. Thank you for joining me on this morning live stream. I always enjoy interacting with you guys. Remember, guys, this is a holiday week, whether it's Christmas, Hanukkah, whatever holiday you celebrate, be safe, have fun, spend it with friends and family. Don't get bogged down by the BS drama going on in the world. And sneak away and read a comic book or two. That's always something fun. Apex says, get your Kor-Drath calendar so you know what day it is. That's right. I don't know if I'll do another one of these before Christmas. So Merry Christmas. Ho, ho, ho. Everybody have a good, fantastic day. And go back. Lilineth, Infernal Conflict. I'm posting the links in the description right after this stream's over. Bye-bye, everybody.